Hi, my name is Rene, and this is my beautiful wife,
Erica.
Erica. And this is our story of hope. Our story starts in Santa Fe, actually, Santa Fe, New Mexico. This is where we actually were serving in Hope You See, Santa Fe. We were having an amazing time with family and friends, amazing leaders. God was blessing us. God was blessing our family. God was blessing our home. There was this one turn of events that happened specifically with a loss that we had, that we suffered with my father-in-law, my wife's dad, and definitely the only way I can explain it is it felt like unexpected. It was definitely it felt like something derailed us.
I was actually pregnant. I was pregnant with my son, like a week away from giving birth when my dad passed away. So it was very hard. It was sudden, and it was hard for me because I wasn't there, and it was a huge loss for our family. So when we decided, and Rene came to me and he said that God had just put in his heart that it was time for maybe us to come back to support my family, to be there for each other. I was just thankful that Rene had an open heart to listen to what God was showing him.
So the selling of our home obviously was the next step, and even in that was favor. When we put it up for sale, like literally that same day, like our agent was like, "Have you seen your phone notifications? Just like offers. We want to see the home. We want to see the home."
So my thing was like, Lord, like, let it be quick. Let it be like, just okay, as is, buy as is. That's what's going in my head. Buy as is, purchase as is.
If I can be specific, your specific prayer, your specific prayer was someone that doesn't even need to see the house, that falls in love with the picture.
And this is something I just told
him.
And
that's what she prayed for.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened. So, once we sold our house in Santa Fe, we thought, and he provided an apartment for us to live in California, we thought it was a wrap, right? But it definitely was not. God was not done.
He was not done.
Because when our lease actually came up in our apartment, before it came up, I asked my wife, I was like, we should go into owning a home again. I really think that we can, and God will definitely push us through that.
Yeah.
So we saw this house, we liked it, we placed the offer on it. Our real estate agent told us, hey, it's gonna get appraised by this much. You guys are golden, solid, right? So sweet, let's do it, right? And then we find out that it didn't get appraised for what he had told us. In fact, it came in under $20,000 under the appraisal value. I'm not gonna bore you with the story, but pretty much that has to come out of our pockets.
Yeah, we didn't have all that money.
So the difference of that appraisal needs to come out of the buyers.
So for me, when he's like, okay, we need this amount of money, and I was like, oh my God, like we should back out. But that was just a brief moment, because he was like, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna believe that God brought us here this far, and there's for a reason.
So those 3 days, God, literally one at a time. Like we saw our bank account. We were getting some finances from things that were owed to us.
Yes.
And we didn't even see that money coming like that within those 3 days.
Yes.
Those 3 days, that money was there, and we put actually on our board the exact amount that we needed in our bank account, right? I had Erica write it out, write it out. So we're looking at it. We need to believe that this is what we need. So we wrote it out exactly the day before the closing.
Yeah.
We needed for a specific amount. We needed $44,000, right? And we had $44,000 plus in our account.
On that day.
So the next day, we're like, hey, real estate agent called me. You guys good? They're like, yeah, we're straight. We're good, man. Let's make it happen.
Even in the midst of loss and hardship, he is still good, You could focus on all the bad things that's been happening, or you could focus on your grief and your loss. God is still good. And my dad was very close to me, but in the midst of his loss, I know that God is good. I know that he still has his hand over my family, and I'm gonna stand firm on that. When I would get so consumed by my emotions and my feelings and maybe doubt or fear or worry, I would just say to myself, like what God would say, his word says, be still and know that I am God. And there's hope in just trusting in him in every aspect of your life.
He works all things for the good of his people who love him. and are called to his perfect purpose, to his purpose,
Yeah.
God's purpose, not our purpose. It's God's purpose, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're leaving for our kids too, and the legacy that we want to leave them, the boldness, right, that God gives us. We want to give that to our children.